Hello students, in today's video you are going to learn about the most dangerous sexually transmitted disease, AIDS. AIDS. The full form of AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It is sexually transmitted disease which destroys the immune system of the human body in a given period of time. The first case was discovered among homosexuals in USA in 1981. In India, the first case was reported in Tamil Nadu in 1986. So this disease, AIDS, mainly it destroys the immune system or defense mechanism of human body. So later that person can easily catch all the diseases. Etiology of AIDS. The disease is caused by the virus known as human immunodeficiency virus or HIV. HIV is ultramicroscopic with a diameter of 1000 angstrom. It has a protein coat with a core of RNA which is hereditary material. So in the picture given below you can see the structure of HIV virus. So it is a virus containing RNA as hereditary material inside the protein coat. So the virus, HIV virus, is having mainly two parts. The outer parts, which is the protein coat, which is also known as capsid. In the figure it is labeled as capsid. So the inside the capsid we are having RNA core. Is it clear? Other parts are also given in the picture. You can see the main two parts are RNA and protein coat. Let us see how this HIV virus destroys our immune system. The human immune system is composed of T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes, which destroys pathogenic bacteria, viruses and germs of disease. HIV enters the body and destroys the lymphocytes in a given period of time, resulting in the total breakdown of the immune system of the body. The person who contracts HIV and develops AIDS is totally exposed to any other diseases which become fatal to him due to the lack of immune system. So you might have understood. Now what is happening in case of AIDS? The HIV, once it enters into the body, it is mainly attacking our B and T cells present in the immune system. These are very important cells which attack the foreign particles which enter into the body like bacteria, viruses, they kill them. But this virus, it is attacking these cells and it is destroying these cells. So once these cells degenerate from our body, then other germs and bacteria which enter into our body can cause various problems in our body. Even the simple diseases like cough and cold, once and these organisms enter into the body, they also may uh, damage to the body of the patient. So the patient is susceptible for all type of diseases, and even simple diseases can damage the body of the patient. So HIV mainly it attacks the immune system and destroys the immunity of the patient. Mode of transmission or how the disease spread. The disease mainly spread through sexual contact, particularly during homosexuality. Also, it is transmitted through syringes shared by drug addicts. It is transmitted through infected blood during blood transfusion and unsterilized syringes from infected mother to their unborn babies. It is also transmitted through sharing personal things like shaving kits, towels, etc. Symptoms. The latent period. It means the period between first infection and appearance of positive test for HIV is in the case of HIV ranges from 30 to 90 days. So the latent period is 30 to 90 days for HIV. The incubation period varies from 1 to 10 years. Now incubation period means It is the period between the entry of pathogen and the appearance of first symptoms. So here incubation period is usually 1 to 10 years. Even sometimes the person is HIV positive but it does not show any symptom. The symptoms may appear after 1 year. Even the organism already has entered before 1 year, but the person may show symptoms after 1 year, 2 years, like that up to 10 years. So the incubation period is 1 to 10 years. The symptoms are as follows: loss of weight, diarrhea, fever, herpes infection, oral thrush. Oral thrush means white patches appear in mouth. Moniliasis infection in the mouth. It is also white patches in mouth are the early symptoms of the disorder. The symptoms of the advanced stages include meningitis, lymphoma, sarcoma, and dementia. That is, many brain cells die due to HIV attack. Diagnosis. In diagnosis of AIDS, all these processes are used. That is ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, Western blot assay, cultivation of T lymphocytes, Karpas test, radio immunoprecipitation assay. So all these tests are helpful for the diagnosis of AIDS. Treatment of AIDS. There is no cure for AIDS and no effective vaccine is available for prevention. Yet, treatment options are available to manage it. Early and effective treatment can help people with HIV live as long as those without HIV. Thymus and bone marrow transplantation, interferon and interleukin therapy is useful in reconstituting basic T cell dysfunction. The antibiotics have a key role in taking care of opportunistic infection. Many HIV drugs are found useful like AZI and suramine. Inactivation of virus with monoclonal antibodies is also used in treatment of AIDS. Prevention and control of AIDS. The important steps to prevent and control AIDS are education and counseling to reduce the risk of AIDS acquisition. The World's AIDS Day is observed on 1st December every year for its awareness. Sex with single partner is the best method. Homosexuality and rectal sex should be avoided. Use of condom during sexual intercourse. Washing before and after sexual intercourse. Detection of symptomatic and asymptomatic persons. Effective diagnosis and treatment. Pregnant women should be tested and treated for AIDS or HIV. Safe blood transfusion. Use of disposable syringes for transfusion and injections. So these are the few steps to prevent and control AIDS.